All right, one down for the load. Joe Kacona, 25,509. That's good enough for TQ reset.
And we are live for another Oval RC event here at Park Lane Hobbies in Pottstown, Pennsylvania in the Lowe's Shopping Center. We got the Mini Z Cup today. I want to thank you guys for joining in. In a couple of minutes, we'll be giving some shout outs here, but wait till people start joining in. We'll be here for a couple hours today as we're on the second round of qualifying here for the Mini Z Cup here at Park Lane Hobbies. Track we got set up is a very big Mini Z track inside the Park Lane Hobby Shop. We got about, I'm going to say about 50, 60 racers here today. It's a pretty big event for these guys here racing the Mini Z. And again, we're in the second round of qualifying as we wait for more people to join in. We got a couple camera angles set up for you guys. And we can adjust the camera angles, so the main camera will be this one here that you're seeing right here. The main camera right here, so hopefully the cars don't look like they're taking off or flying through the air. Kind of hard to keep track of them because they are so small, but you can see I can move the camera around. We can get some great shots of the racetrack for you guys. Again, qualifying going on right now. These guys are racing against the clock. Mike Woods. What a beautiful track. How you doing today, Mike? I also have the leaderboard set up. I'll switch over to that in just a second here. Cars will be glitching a little bit when I'm on this screen here, but it is showing you the leaderboard and seeing where your favorite racer is. Tomorrow, I hope to have racers 7 and 8 squared away, as we did not have that up today. I'll have to do some work on that tonight. Back to the main track. This is a big layout here. This part of the track is all the way down by the doorway. Pit area on the other side of the driver's stand back there. Like I said, we got about 50, 60 racers here this weekend. And I will be here till the end of this qualifying round, and then we'll be back tomorrow again around 11 o'clock, depending on what time they get started. We'll be here for the rest of the time, then watching the mains. Again, I want to thank you guys for joining in on the Oval RC today as we bring you some Mini Z racing. It's the Cup race from Park Lane Hobbies in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Come on out, check it out. We are in the Lowe's Shopping Center. That's south on Route 100, just past the Coventry Mall, if you're wondering where that's at. Come on by and say hi. I'm way back in the corner though, so it's gonna be hard to reach me, but you can see what's going on. There's a lot of cars inside here, and you know, when you come up to the door, it doesn't look like much is going on outside, but walk through the doors and you guys can see a lot's going on inside. Check out the drivers, see what they're working on. As we're looking at the bottom of the track from where I'm at, qualifying going on. 8 seconds left in this round of qualifying right here. Well, this class, we have qualifying second race out of 16. It's the F1 class. Joe Katona, Brian Swaney, Shin Sakabera, Mike Katona, Jim Kasserich, and Danny Sanchez. And Jim picks up the win in that round right there. Race number 2, F1.
All right, races in. Joe, Brian, and Shin, please park in the pits. Joe, Brian, and Shin, park in the pits. The rest can park over here in front of the loop. So top 3 cars.
As we see what's coming up next. Still has Joe Katona showing up there on the leaderboard. We'll be showing what's coming up next on the leaderboard here. I do not have the rundown right in front of me. I do, but not what's coming up next. Oh, maybe I can. Let's see what's going on here.
Guys, please marshal top three. Three cars should be by the pits. Race number 3. Proto Stock AAA. Heat 1 and 2.
Race number 3 will be Pro Stock AAA AAA Heat number 1 of 2. Michael Malenconci. Oh. Fabian J, Juan J, Ron Riccio, Jacob Birchoff, Silvio Castellano, Kevin Bajarski, and Angelo Morales. That's what's coming up next. Pro Stock AAA Heat 1 of 2.
Kevin and Angelo, what are you guys?
I want to thank you guys for joining in today as we got Mini Z racing all day long here. We are in the second round of qualifying right now. Sunday morning we will start third round of qualifying. And after the third round of qualifying, we will be live here for all the main events. We're getting the next race lined up. You can see where I'm at. I'm all the way down there. You guys can see me way down here in the corner. What was that famous saying? They put baby in the corner. As these guys get lined up. If you're just joining us, it's Pro Stock AAA Heat 1 of 2. Race number 3, second round of qualifying.
He was on a good pace in the first round. He had some issues. Let's see if he can make up for it. All right, guys, here's the order.
These guys get lined up. They're lined up right in front of me here.
Ron, Jacob, Silvio, Kevin,
I'll be taking off in just a minute. Not sure if I can zoom it out.
Riders, ready. All right, Michael's going to go on the zone. Damien, Juan.
As they take off one at a time, it's race the clock, not race the other car in qualifying.
Kevin, and Angelo.
There they go, and they're off. We got one into the rail right in front of me.
Pro Stock, you guys should be intact. Heat number 2, Pro Stock AAA. Let's go.
Tricky track. I know if I was driving this track, it's pretty big when you're standing up on that stand. Covers a lot of the inside of this hobby shop, and I don't know if I could do it. My eyesight is just not that great. Hopefully the coverage is really good for you guys. Let me know what it's like. Is it sketchy a little bit? I know when you're looking at the leaderboards, it'll be glitchy just a tad, but I think we got most of that squared away. Thank you, Kamari Franklin. Really do appreciate it. We were supposed to start right at 4 o'clock today, but of course, you always run into technical difficulties when you're setting up for a live event. I got 2 brand new cords, went to try it out, and the 1 brand new cord didn't work, so it put us a little behind today. So that's why our start time is at 4:30 instead of 4 o'clock. Watch your channel all the time. Make amazing content. Thank you, Kamari. I really do appreciate it. Like hearing what you guys have to say. We'll go back and see what the leaderboard looks like so you guys can follow along in case you got a friend or somebody racing in this event today. On top of the leaderboard, I'll be reading off some of the names for you guys. We got Pro Stock AAA, Heat 1 of 2, race number 3 of 16, Angelo Morales, Michael Valenciano, and Monconico. Okay, I'm going to make a mess of that all day long. Juan J, Jacob Birchoff, Fabian J, Silvio Castellano, Kevin Bajarski, and Ron Riccio. Ron is out. He's not picking up on the transponder, so he must be out. We are in qualifying round. So far, your leader in this race here,
All right, 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. We're halfway.
your leader Angelo Morales, with a fast time of 12.999, average 13.4 seconds. Second place, running a little bit faster with a time at Michael Conoco. I'm just going to say Michael on that one there, but it's 12.804 now. Actually, he is, depending on, see, this is what I don't like about doing laps, because Michael actually is on lap 13 with a faster time, but he's shown in second place right now, so I don't know how they're lining him up, but not a big fan of lap racing. I like racing, heads-up racing, like a Saturday night racetrack with the big cars. That's what I'd rather race, but hey, we're here today to show you guys some Mini Z action, and a lot of you are used to that lap time stuff. Qualifying is going to be a little bit hard to follow because you're not sure how these guys are going to be seeding, whether it's by 2 laps, 3 laps, fastest time. I really don't know. We'll have to find that out a little bit later on. As you can see, your favorite driver and where they're at on the track right now, again, they are racing the clock. They're not racing each other. What do you guys think of that timed racing stuff? Do you like time racing, or do you like lap racing like on a Saturday night racetrack? Let me know what you think there. Put it in the comments. Dave Peak is in New York. He manages Full Throttle Raceway up in, I think it's Green Island, New York. See where your favorite racer's running right now. Less than 20 seconds. Michael now is in the lead. Shown on top with a time of 12.804, average 13.4. Angelo with a 12.935, average 13.4. We got Fabian J, Juan J, Jacob Birchoff, Silvio Castellano, Kevin Bajarski, and Ron Riccio. And the guys are starting to finish their race right now. And that's it. Looks like race in, race in for race number 3, Pro Stock AAA Mini Z.
All right, race in. Michael takes it and takes over TQ 23.506, Angelo 23.507, Fabian 21.510. Top 2 cars, Michael or Angelo, please in the pits for a test.
And I am watching over the comments. You guys want to leave a comment, go right ahead. Lap racing is my thing. Time racing is confusing. Me too. It's not confusing. I mean, you're out there by yourself, but one guy could be on one side of the track, you could be on the other, and they could be battling for the top spot. You know, that's, hey, to each their own. It's not for me, but I do it from time to time. Looks like we got a new batch of cars out on the track.
Guys, just finished, please. You need to wash it. Do not walk away.
As soon as these guys put up the next class, I'll be switching back for you to see that. Meanwhile, you can see what these guys are doing. They're walking over there in the back. We got the drivers coming up on the driver's stand. Looks like they got it up there now. Pro Stock AAA, heat number 2 of 2, race 4 of 16. Joe Catona Danny Sanchez, Brian Sweeney, Milton Martinez, Anthony Calandandro, and Nick Castellano, Robin Villa, and Eluid Hernandez. I think it's Eluid Hernandez. See what we got going on up there on the driver's stand. We can see the drivers ready to go. Looks like the cars are lined up.
Robin and Hernandez. You're gonna know when I call your name. All right, Marshall to 5. Katona at the 2. Andy, Ryan, Hilton, Lando, Nick, Villa.
Oh, we got one upside down. Didn't make it around the first corner.
Let's go.
That's a rough way to start the time. You're down already. If you're just joining us, you can see the size of the track. It really does stretch out. I'm going to say, I don't know, maybe 60 feet, 70 feet. It's quite a bit.
You will put it over in the pits. Everyone else, pull it over by me. Nice and easy, going down the street, nice and easy. Thank you very much, Fabian. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Orange and orange. Go ahead, Calandro, keep it clean.
Joe Katona leading the way, followed by Robin Villa, Brian Sweeney, and Eluid Hernandez.
After 4 laps, it is Joe Katona, Robin Villa, Brian Sweeney, Hernandez, Calandro, Nick, Hilton, and Danny Sanchez. That is your order. Nice and easy, keep it clean. That orange car going down straightaway, he is behind Robin Villa. That is our leader. Thank you very much. Robin Villa, the car right behind him, is at number 2. Brian Sweeney, Hernandez, Calandro, Hilton.
Now you guys can see where your favorite driver is running. Joe Katona, Brian Sweeney, Eluid Hernandez, Anthony Calandro, Hilton Martinez, Nick Castellano. Oh, looks like Nick's going to fall down to 7th. Danny Sanchez will move up to 6th. Robin Villa.
I cannot watch 10 cars. Nice and easy going down the straightaway. If that car is faster, please go a little wide. Something got to give. Alrighty, so it's going to bump on the track. I believe that's the line number. Thank you very much. And that number 2 spot is Brian Sweeney. So go down to 34, Joe Katona, Anthony Calandro moves up to that 2 spot. Brian Sweeney from green, Hernandez to 4, Sanchez to 5, Castellano to 6, Hilton Martinez 7, and Robin Villa number 8. Robin, you gotta take a look at your transfer, buddy.
Again, we are in qualifying right now. It is timed racing. So the guys are not racing each other on the track, they're racing themselves. And that's how it's looking right now. Joe Katona, Anthony Calandro, Brian Sweeney, Eluid Hernandez, Danny Sanchez, Hilton Martinez, and Nick Castellano.
Alrighty, the leaders are winners.
And I am watching over the chat. Please try not to spam the chat. Hello from New York, Neil. What's going on?
Joe has a 10-second gap, 12-second gap between him and Brian Sweeney. Hernandez in 4, Sanchez in 5, followed by Hilton, Nick, and Robin.
Looks like we got just a little over a minute right now in this race. Joe Katona, Brian Sweeney, and Anthony Calandro, your top 3 right now. Joe running a 12.6 8.20, average 13.0. So far, Joe Katona, he is the fastest out of the two Pro Stock AAA races, and we have Brian Sweeney 13.044. Got that long straightaway that these guys are shooting down. Great video. Thank you, Neil. Do appreciate it. Work hard at it. Big track here at the Lane Hobbies in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, located in the Lowe's Shopping Center, just south of the Coventry Mall off Route 100. Come on out. Today we'll be here for a while yet. It's 4:45 Eastern Time, and I believe we're going to be here till about 8 o'clock. And we'll be back in the morning. I think racing starts around 10, 11 o'clock. We'll be live again, and I will be covering all the main events tomorrow. Today is just qualifying. What models are they racing? Well, that's a really good question. I'm going to try to answer that for you, but see if I can.
Everyone else in front of you, with the exception of Katona, Colantro, and Swain. To the pits, please.
So we got Pro Stock GT, F1, Pro Stock AAA, Pan Car, 2500 Lipo Stock, two-wheel drive Mod Pro, 3500 GT, and it's all Mini Z cars. That's what they're racing today.
Okay, try to the pits, please. Everyone else in front of me. You gotta come back out and watch you. Guys, oh, you're already watching. Sorry, yeah, you're good. I'll watch you, please. So, Marshall, please. Yep. Oh, the disrespect.
Next up, Pan Car, Heat 2 at 2. Give you guys a rundown on the Pan Car in just a minute here. And that's what we got running in Pan Car. We have Heat 1 of 2. Race number 5 of 16, Jay Kemp, Owen Buckingham, Nate Peterson, and Grant Boyd.
That's Sweeney, Matt Sanchez, Lou, Katona, and Landry Pitts. You good? You want to back the wall? Thank you.
Yep, I know what you're talking about there, Foster. That's sometimes what I think too.
All right, we gotta get this started. Is there Jay Kemp in the house?
Can you make a track using anything? Sure.
Sounds good. He doesn't need some seconds.
Your driveway, put up some cones, some dirt, set up some plants.
30 seconds.
Your house, grab some cups out of the dining room set there and set up some cups and race around them. Believe me, I've done it all. Those cars are so fast. Yes, they are. You know, I do not race these cars. I did one time ago. I did race these cars, but they're so small. I'm getting too old, and I can't see stuff going around that fast anymore. So I don't try to race these cars anymore. It's probably best for me. Guys are getting up on the driver's stand right now.
All right, bridge is closed. Bridge is closed. At the turn, we need Jay Kemp.
Here we go. They're lining up. Oh.
Wait. All right.
And they're going to bring them back. No, they're not.
All right, you guys.
Knocked my camera out of whack here.
Gentle reminder, pass the car behind you, please. A little courtesy is only going to make for better times for both vehicles involved. I've witnessed some.
You guys can see the part of the track all the way down on the other side. So I'm going to switch back to this other angle. This angle here, you can see them going down the straightaway, and then you can see my little camera off to the left, and then you'll see that other part that they're racing on down there. That's actually this area right here. So they get all the way down there at the end of that straightaway, and they take this dog leg, which is kind of cool because they go at it diagonal and then come around these S-bends here and then shoot back up the other way. Very technical racetrack, I think. You know, when I first, if you look at some of my earlier videos, Lane Hobbies used to be over in Douglasville. We raced on a really small track. That's how I got started. Now he's in a full-size building here right next to the Lowe's Home Improvement Center, and you can see how big the track is. These guys, they race on the Mini Z track like every other week, and they race on-road racing, and they also have off-road indoor racing. A lot going on over here at Lane Hobbies. If you've never been here, I suggest you hop in your car, come on out and check it out. From the outside, it doesn't look like much is going on. From the inside, there's a lot going on today. And you guys can see where your favorite driver is racing right now. This is qualifying. They race the clock, not themselves. Grant Boyd out in the lead, followed by Nate Peterson, Owen Buckingham, Jay Kemp. Grant Boyd's now on a lap all of his own. Fast time at 10.979, average 11.7. Nate Peterson 11.666, average 12.9. Got somebody right into the wall, but they get around and get away pretty easy. It's kind of nice. You can see the guys standing around the track. That is the marshals, and the marshals are there to fix the cars that wreck. But these little cars, you know, they really don't wreck a whole lot. When they do, it can be pretty bad for their racing, you know, for their race, definitely. Let me know what you guys think of the live today. How's the cars looking? Do they look good, or do they look like they're taking off into space or glitching? Let me know what it looks like out there. The only camera that's going to be messed up a little bit is this one right here. When I switch over so you can see where the racers are running, you know, when I put the leaderboard up there, that does glitch a little bit, but I think the other two cameras should be right on the money. Let me know what you're saying. Running really smooth. Thank you, Kamaru. And if you, the sound should be good too, so let's check in on that. How's the sound for you guys? One thing we do have today, we have really good internet in here, so we will have great coverage today and tomorrow, this event. Probably the best internet I had in a long time, so the live should go really well. As we watch the cars go through this lower S-bend right down here, they come off that long straightaway and right into this pretty technical part. And you can see where your favorite racer is running right now. So as I was pointing out earlier, you can see them going right down this long straightaway, and then they kind of cut across. And when they cut across, they're going across this area here kind of diagonal, which is different from the rest of the racetrack, you know, trying to get the best cornering they can. So this track really does have a lot to it. It's pretty cool. Track is located Park Lane. We are in Lane Hobbies today in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, just south of the Coventry Mall. We're in the Lowe's Shopping Center. Come on out. We'll be here probably about 8 o'clock tonight. There went the bell. Grant Boyd's going to pick up the win, followed by Nate Peterson, Owen Buckingham, and Jay Kemp. You can See the guys getting in position up there. Looks like we have Ethan standing right in the middle. Ethan, see if I can't get a better shot for you guys here. Got Ethan Miller up there in the purple shirt. Ethan's one of the hot shoes here in mini racing. He does it on a world level, actually, and competes definitely nationally. Sponsored driver. And you can see the other drivers up on the stand should be Jose Martinez, Ethan Miller, Lee Morey, Tommy Lane, Dustin Richards. That's who we got on the track right now.
All right, bridge is closed, bridge is closed, the bridge is closed.
Sounds perfect. Thank you, Neil. Yep, crystal clear audio. Like a really big chicane. Yes, it is.
Okay, guys. All right. At the turn is going to be Jose Martinez, followed by Ethan Miller, Lee, Tommy Lane, and Dustin.
Neil says our track closed. Where was your track at? I was at another Mini Z track in Texas when I had a chance to go there.
Tommy. And
These guys coming through that. Wow, these guys are flying. We'll see if we can't move up here so you can see them come down that straightaway. They are flying on this track. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. Because they head into that slant that I was telling you about. We got a car into the wall. These are just like a blur to me. That's all I see. It's just a blur. I don't know how they can race around this big track because it's, it's tight. The lanes are very narrow, and the corners are keeping that car swinging all the time. Leading the way is the hot shoe, Ethan Miller, followed by Lee Morey, Jose Martinez, Dustin Richards, and Tommy Lane. Ethan running a 10.486, but Jose Martinez running a 10.362. Ethan's definitely not the fastest car on the track, but he's shown in the lead right now. Maybe because of average, I'm really not sure. And his average is 10.9. Jose Martinez 11.1. Pan car, heat 2 at 2, race 6 of 16. Neil says he used to race on carpet. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I did a little bit around here too. It's pretty fun. To watch these guys coming down this long chute here.
320 left, 320 left. The order is Ethan, Jose, Lee, Tommy, and Dustin. Keep going.
See what they look like going through this S-bends down here at the bottom of the track. And see them having all that speed and then having to go through those turns. See where your favorite driver's running right now. Jose Martinez now on top of Ethan Miller, Lee Morey and Tommy Lane, top 4. Yeah, I can imagine you were devastated. You know, if my hobby shop closed up, it would be a bummer, definitely. Definitely have me driving a little bit farther distance, but I would be doing it. Looking at the far end of the track right now, going back, and we'll watch them go down these long straightaways. Pan car, heat 2 at 2. These guys are flying around this track. So far, I think the fastest cars I've seen on the track at a 10.362, 10.362 seconds around this big track. And I'm telling you, it's probably about 50, 60 feet to the wall down there. All the way down there where that guy's standing, all the way down there on the corner. All the way down this section of the track. Now you can see him flying out of that corner, going through the bottom end of the track. See where your favorite racer is racing right now. Jose Martinez, Lee Morey, Ethan Miller dropping the third. Dustin Richards, Tommy Lane. Ethan not running quite as quick as the other guys. He's still he's running a 10.350 now. He did bump it up a little bit, but the other two guys are a little bit faster. 1 minute to go in Pancar, Heat 2 of 2, race number 6 of 16. And if you just joined us, this is qualifying. The main events will be tomorrow morning. We will be back tomorrow morning around 11 o'clock. And I will be following the cars as they go through the corners with the big camera that we have set up here. Should have plenty of good racing action for you guys throughout the whole day.
35 seconds left. Let's see what that does for Jose.
30 seconds left. We'll see if these guys, what they look like up on the stand. Thank you, Dustin. 15 seconds. Three seconds now separating Jose and lead. Less than 10 seconds to go. There went the bell, and there's where your favorite racer is right now. Jose Martinez is going to pick up the win in that round there. Ethan Miller second, Lee Morey, Dustin Richards, and Tommy Lane. Ethan battled back to get second place. Jose Martinez with a time of 10.218. Ethan with a 10.350. Lori ran a faster time. Lee Morey with a faster time of 10.317. Good racing, though. New set of drivers coming up on the stand. We got 16 races today of qualifying going on. This is the second round. They had round 1 earlier this morning. Round 3 will be tomorrow morning, and then the mains will be following that. It'll be a different story in the mains. I will be calling out who's where and following the drivers. Make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. I'm not normally a big guy on qualifying, especially timed qualifying, because it's so hard to call. Here's a rundown of the next event coming up. 2,500 Lipo Stock. There's 4 heats of this class right here. Race 7 of 16. We got Randy Barrett, Ron Riccio, Fabian J, Jay Kemp, Tyler Quinn, Enzo G. The owner, Park Lane Hobbies, is starting in that 6th position. And Silvio Castellano will be starting 7th on the grid. First heat out of 4, 2,500 Lipo Stock. Up next.
All right, everyone just checked in. I'm up. Bridge is closed. Bridge is closed. Bridge is closed. Randy, bridge is closed.
These guys will be lining up. I'll zoom right in there so we can see them.
I'm not sure who that is. All right, after turn is going to be Randy, followed by Bob, Fabian.
See how they take off? You're just joining us. They do race the clocks. They'll take off one at a time. Tomorrow they will be racing each other.
Fabian, Jay, Tyler, Enzo, and Silvio. Guys, you gotta listen up to the RD, man. I say bridge is closed. I'm passing a loop. I'm just not gonna ask you to run. Can't do this. So I'm here to everybody else.
show you guys a different angle there. We got somebody blocking our camera down on that side. Full track, and you can see the guy standing right down there in front of our camera, so we have to have a different angle here looking upward. And this is how they're running on the racetrack right now. Enzo G, the owner of Lane Hobbies, in the lead right now with a 12.217 lap time. Fabian J running 13.453. Randy Barrett, Silvio Castellano, Ron Riccio, Tyler Quinn, Jay Kemp. That's how they're looking right now.
Right? This is why we restart the way we do. Because now it turns into an Enzo race instead of a race of the 7 other cars. All right, your lead is coming up on somebody right on the straightaway, please. He is on TV.
And I believe in the first round, Enzo, something happened with his car. I don't think his battery was connected right or something happened, but he ended up on the bottom end of the qualifiers, so that's why he's in this first round of 2500 Lipo Stock, or else he'd be put in race 4 of 4 with the Lipo Stock. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on his time, because his time right now is 12.217. Second place is 13.515. So the owner of the track here, Enzo, definitely running a quick time right now. Got the Marshall jumping around out there in the middle as we got cars bouncing off the wall in this 2500 Lipo Stock class.
We got blue car. Sorry about that blue car. Moving in, anybody? No? Yep. Good, awesome, thank you.
I won't be, as far as your question goes, Kamari, who's driving the multicolor one? I know that was probably an older question, but I don't know hardly any of these guys. The only one I know is Enzo, actually. The other drivers I really don't know because they come from all over the place. So this is a big race. This is almost like a national race that Enzo has once every year, and the guys travel from all over to come here to race the Mini Z cars. That's how they're looking so far. Enzo now running a 12.110. Silvio running a 13.423. Ron running a 13.477. We got a wreck right in front of us.
Your leader is coming around the loop, but is that neon car going down the straightaway? He has a blue car and a red car in front of him.
Enzo G running that yellow car. We'll see. I'll let you know when he's going by the camera. He's coming up through the top end right here. Going down the straightaway right now in that yellow car is Enzo G.
Keep that up. Thank you very much, Jay.
You see Enzo making his way through the top of the track, now down the back stretch.
1 minute left. Race number 2 should be up attack. Race number 2 should be up attack.
How they're looking right now.
With 1 minute left, it is Enzo. He's coming around the loop. In that number 2 spot is Ron.
Less than a minute to go. We got Enzo G out in the lead. Ron Riccio.
Randy in 5, Fabian in 6, Jay Kemp in 7. Alrighty. Enzo's coming up on someone on the right side of the track. Let him through, please. Thank you very much. Awesome. And you kept the momentum. That's how you do it. Alrighty. That was Ron. Good job,
28
Ron.
seconds to go.
Alright, thank you very much.
20 seconds to go. Enzo G still out in the lead. It's going to bump him up quite a bit in this 2500 Lipo Stock class, race 1 of 4. Less than 10 seconds to go.
Do not stop. Only one that's going to be 10 in this race is Enzo. No shots fired. All right, keep going. Track is still live. We're waiting on 3 bars. We're waiting on Silvio, Enzo, and Fabian. Only Enzo to the pit. All righty, everyone's done. Enzo to the pit, please. Someone take Enzo in 3 minutes. Enzo with a...
Look at the hair.
This guy's nice. Good job. Good job. I need everyone to put their cards and videos on the pit, on the impound, and straight up to Marshall, please. Good job, Jay.
As we wait for the next drivers to come up on the driver's stand, this will be race 8 of 16. Heat number 204, Lipo. It's 2500 Lipo Stock.
Gotta follow your rules, buddy. No discrimination here.
And you can see how they're going to be lining up in this next race. Heat number 2 of 4, 2500 Lipo Stock. Carlos Marciano, Mike Katona, Jose Marcano. I think it's Marcano, not Marciano. I'm not really sure. Nick Zaley, Jacob Birchoff, Hilton Martinez, Juan J, Rob Barbero. 2500 Lipo Stock coming up to the line right now. These guys are starting to line the cars up on the starting grid. Watch them line up right there.
Alrighty. Bridges closed. Bridges closed. Zaley, the bridges closed. Thank you very much. Alrighty, marshals. I need my marshals. I need someone. I'll take Tyler, you get back the pole. Thank you. Awesome. Alrighty, I can tell you to be Carlos, followed by Mike Pitona, Jose, Nick, Jacob, Hilton, Juan, and Rob. Carlos at the tone. Mike Pitona.
They're off. They let them go one at a time. They're just joining in right now. They are racing the clock. Here we go. Last car going through the gate as they're coming down the backstretch right now.
Perfect. Good driving, guys.
What's the first hit?
Straightaway is clear. Thank you very much, Randy. Race 3 up to tag. Race 3
Looks like we had a car into the wall down here at the bottom S's as they come flying off that straightaway, going through that slant and then going through the bottom S's here. If you're just joining in, looking down that straightaway where that guy's standing all the way down there at the wall, that's the bottom S's that I'm referring to. You can see how they cut across to the right and then make that hard left, and that's that hard left right there where they loop around the bottom. Very technical. I think so anyway. 2500 Lipo Stock, heat race 2 of 4. Mike Katona in the lead. Hilton Martinez second. Carlos Marciano, Jacob Birchoff, Rob Barbero, Nick Zaley, Jose Marciano. Could be Marcano, I don't know. Maybe I'll talk with these guys tomorrow and ask them how they pronounce their name. We got a wreck right in front of us up here on the top. Down and away. Wrecks don't last very long. Sometimes, whoa, we got one into the wall. Just as I say that, we got one stuck against the wall. You know, when they hit these inside rails, you can see they stick like glue, and that's what it feels like when you're racing these cars. It feels like you can't get away from those rubber bumpers. It just helps you stick there. That's what it looks like on the track right now. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Second race for the 2500 Lipo Stock.
I got a stuck car up by the bridge. Nice and easy. I had a lot of traffic on the left side. I got the leaders going down the straightaway. Mike Katona with the white and blue gauge all here. Carlos and Hilton are only 4 seconds apart for that number 2. Rob in 4, Jose in 5. Jacob Singh, followed by Juan and Nick Staley.
Heat race 204.
4 seconds separating Carlos and Hilton from that number 2 spot. Your leader is the white and blue going down the straightaway into the S-turn on the window section. 3 seconds now separating Carlos and Hilton from that number 2 spot.
Mike Katona running a 12.337.
You need some time for that number 3. All right, Rob, Jacob, Ron. That is our order. 1:15 to go.
Carlos Marciano running a 12.817. Hilton Martinez running a 13.164 in third place.
That white and blue car is out there, nice and easy. Thank you.
You can see where they're running on the racetrack right now. 2,500 Lipo Stock class.
That's going to put Racketona on 9th on the grid. We'll stand right now. 40 seconds left.
Qualifying race 8 of 16. We're halfway through the second round.
Break the show. We've got another heat. Anything can happen.
Hard hit into the wall right in front of the camera. It's like a pinball when they hit and just keep bouncing until you get out of the gas. Got a good couple car battle, actually 2 sets of cars going by us right now. Another set going down there now. Now when you get when you start running a couple cars in a row, you start getting googly eyes. You know, you're following the guy in front of you. And if the guy in front of you takes a really quick cut around the corner, sometimes you're the guy that gets stuck in the corner. It happens a lot. If I'm running a tough race and the guy's right behind me, I'll mix up my groove a little bit. That way, hopefully, he'll hit the wall or maybe get out of the groove. And in these cars here, I'm sure it's real easy to do. Race in, race in. You can see the run down there. Mike Katona is going to pick up the win. 12.337. Carlos Marciano, 12.817, and Hilton Martinez in third place, 13.164.
Can you give me those videos? Pass me those videos.
The guys are waiting to come off the stand right now. Next group will be coming up. We were at Lane Hobbies today for the Mini Z Cup race. Big race he holds once a year. Guys come from all over to race in this event. I think we got around 50, 60 entries here today. I'm not exactly sure without looking there. Right now, you are watching. Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys are hitting the wall down there.
If you're missing a car on the radio, they're over here. Yep. Bridges dead, bridges closed.
I don't know why people can't see that there's a camera right in front of them.
Bridge is closed.
They have a little glitchiness going on, but yeah.
Jen, Shit, Owen, Snake, Dawson, and Nate in that order. Top 3 will pick. Top 3 will actually actually park their cars in the pits.
Got the cars lined up on the grid right now. Heat race number 304, 2500 Lipo Stock.
Anthony, Jeff, Shin, Eliud, Stig, Dawson, and Nate.
And they're off.
I don't see a Persona. I should be able to get my
2500 Lipo Stock, race 9 of 16 on the track right now. William Crody taking the lead with a 12.435. Now Shin Sakabera, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, we'll just call him Shin. It's he's running a 12.408. William, nope, now they are mixing it up right here. Jim now in second place with a 12.617. William running fast though at 12.435. Nate Peterson, oh, they're still mixing up. They're bouncing around. Got some good battles going on right here. Again, it is timed racing, so you may not see a battle on the track, but they are definitely racing it up in time right now. This is that angle that I was talking about earlier. They're coming off that long straightaway and then going diagonally across the track to cut those corners, and then on the other side you can see them running through the chicane. Got one into the wall, you can see he's down and away, playing bumper cars with that. This is how they look on the track right now. Shin in the lead. Now William in the lead. They are battling hard right now. William with a 12.435, Shin with a 12.408, Anthony with a 12.560. You got 5 guys, 6 guys now on the 7 guys on the same lap. Good time. Yo, yo, yo.
All right, with 2:15 in his Shin. Anthony Blanchard is that orange and white car. He's going around into the straightaway. Right behind him is the leader. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. That white car behind the green, that is the leader. Around the hairpin turn, he goes. Jim Kendrick, you're number 3.
This is what they look like on the racetrack right now. Thinking tomorrow may have to move that camera a little bit. The guy keeps, just to show you how close the guy's standing to my camera, he's bumped into it several times, making it tough for me to cover the race for you guys. And we got a big pile up right in front of us. Marshall's going to come down and fix them, and away they go.
That orange and white coming up on Hernandez, that's number 2. Keep it clean, guys. Thank you.
That's what it looks like at the bottom of the track after they come off that long straightaway. Got to and bump the camera again. This ain't good.
All right, we're going to up. It's Shin, still our leader. Anthony Blanchard in that number 2 spot. Followed by Jim K, Eloise, Bill, Dave Dawson, and Stig.
Trying to keep an eye on the different angles that we got for you guys as we got Shin in the lead. Now Anthony just jumped in the lead. Anthony Calandro running a 12.560. Shin must have had a wreck somewhere. He dropped the second, running a 12.408. Jim in third, running a 12.601. As they race through the bottom end of the track.
That's the top 6 out of 31. 30 seconds, drivers, 30 seconds. Shin back in that 4th position. He's leading this race. He's on a 24.511.5. 15 seconds.
15 seconds left to go. Actually, 10 seconds left to go as we got Shin Sakabara still in the lead. Anthony Calandro in second place. Jim Kesrich in third. There went the bell. As they're racing out down the back stretches, you got 4 cars right in a row.
Keep going, guys, keep going. All right, everybody park their cars in front of the time little please. They can to your left. Name your cars and videos and put them on the account and marshal, please. Ship takes it 24,512. Anthony 24,512. Jim Kessler 23,502.
So we got the drivers coming off the stand. We have a new badge going up there shortly. So Kamari Franklin, yeah, you watched Dave Peak in a lot of my races, and that's cool. If you go back and watch, I promoted a series called the Oval RC 12T Money Series. I created the 12T Money Series, and then Moran, Mud Boss by Moran, he continued the series. He asked if he could keep the 12T Money Series, which he did. But it's no longer going anymore. But when we ran the 12T Money Series with the Oval RC, I think I had 6 races. They're all on YouTube here. You can go back and look at all the 12T Money Series races. And you'll see, yeah, Dave Peak winning, I think, just about every race I had, all different types of tracks. We had short tracks, big tracks, speedway tracks. I mean, he won them all. It didn't matter. The guy is an amazing, accredited racer here in the Northeast, no doubt. And he's one of the best in the Mud Boss class. All the big races that I've been to, and we had quite a few of them. We had the biggest car count in the 12T Money Series with about 82 racers, and Dave would win it all. So if you go back and watch some of my older videos, you'll be able to see Dave winning a lot of those races. These guys are getting ready to take off right here. Let's see what we have right now. Heat race 404, 2500 Lipo Stock. Joe Katona, Brian Swaney. Michael, Danny Sanchez, John Swyka, Mike Soli, Nick Castellano, and they're started.
Right out of the gate, Joe comes out firing, 12.19, first lap. I know.
12.190 for Joe Katona right out of the gate. That is fast. It's the fastest lap we've seen out of anybody yet. That's going to be tough to beat, guys. He's running a 12.1 something, and the fast guys are in the 12.3s, I think. Fast cars. See how they're running right now. Joe Katona, Michael Malines Canicchio. I think that's it. Alan Canicchio. Brian Swaney, Robin Villa, Mike Soli, Nick Castellano, and it's changing around. Race number 10 is 16, second round of qualifying. Third round will be tomorrow morning. And then after that, we will have features, and that will be cars lined up on this stretch you see on the left-hand side here, and they will be racing each other, not the clock, tomorrow. We'll be starting around 11 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be showing you guys qualifying, and then we'll be going right into the mains and seeing who can win these main events tomorrow for the Mini Z Cup race here at Park Lane Hobbies.
All right. Wow. Joe Katona, 11.987. Up next up.
Woo! Joe Katona now running an 11.987 second lap in 2500 Lipo Stock. Nobody even close to him right now. He's almost a half a second faster than the whole half a second faster than everybody else. That is really fast. I don't know what Joe Katona is, but he's definitely a fast racer. We've got one guy bouncing off some of the bumpers in the yellow car. How they're looking right now, Joe Katona running an 11.987 second lap. Robin Villa, Mike Soley, Nick Castellano, Danny Sanchez, Brian Swaney, John Swyka, Michael Malancanicchio. Malancanicchio. Michael Malancanicchio. I have to remember that one for tomorrow. 1 minute, 40 seconds left in this heat number 4 for the 2500 Lipo Stock.
25,507.
And Joe stopped putting down those blistering laps as his average now is 12.5, but his fast lap is 11.987.
Oh, whose car was that? Was that Robin? Oh, man. Just like that.
As we look at the far end of the track, we got somebody wrecking right in front of us, the upside down, but he must have taken off again. They're starting to bunch up. Oh, hard hit. Body came right off that car. Mark's going to put him back on and get him down on the track again. Not sure if we can get over to him fast enough. Marshall's still working on that car. Can't get the body on. He's got him down and away. He's trying, and he is. He's away, but that's lost way too much time.
Those two guys are atomic teammates. 20 seconds.
20 seconds, well, 10 seconds ago now, in the last heat for the 2500 Lipo Stock class, Joe Katona set a blistering pace of 11.987 seconds, about a half second faster than everybody else. And that's going to be it. Joe Katona picking up the win. Then Mike Soley, Robin Villa, Michael Malancanicchio.
Your car in the pits, please. Top 3 drivers, Joe, Mike, and Robin. Please make your way to the left. The rest of the guys, by the time you look, put your cars in here now.
Wait for the next group. What series is your favorite to race? Well, you know, I promoted the 12T Money series. I didn't race in it. It was a pretty awesome series because I paid out a lot of money, and I paid out a lot of money to the point guys. Everybody said, you know, guys will drive over their head, this and that, if you're racing for money, and that's not what happened at all. We had a lot of entries. You know, the 12T Money series is based around the 12T Mud Boss and the 12T Late Model. And we had big entries in both those classes and some great battles, as you can see on those videos if you watch the videos. So that's not what happened at all. Guys didn't drive over the top of their head. It was just great racing. Up next. Heat number 1 and 2, two-wheel drive Mod Pro, Tommy Lane, Jason Casoli, Owen Buckingham, William Crody, Michael Herbert, two-wheel drive Mod Pro. They ought to get around here pretty good. They got some hot laps going on right now. It's what the drivers look like up on the stands as they're going to line them up. 5 cars in this heat race right here. Second round of qualifying, race 11 of 16. And then tomorrow morning, they will continue with round 3 of qualifying and mains. Qualifying is never really that exciting to watch, so if you're watching, thank you, I do appreciate it, but actually I do not like watching timed qualifying because they're racing the clock. There's no races on the track tomorrow. Different story. Tomorrow they're going to line them up. They're going to line them up down the backstretch here where all those lines are at, and it's going to be head-to-head racing. Going to be some great battles as we've seen last year in this Mini Z Cup race. This year we got different camera angles and stuff like that, so we should be able to bring you guys a lot of great action on the camera this year. So we're getting lined up, soon ready to take off. Thank you for joining the live, by the way. Really do appreciate it. I am watching the comments all the time, so if you'd like have any questions about what's going on, don't be afraid to ask.
All right, marshals. Marshals, you guys ready? Robin? Ready. Okay, guys ready. The order is Tommy Lane, Jason Casuli, Owen, William, and Michael. Tommy Lane's going to go to tone.
Here we go, and they're off. One at a time as they go underneath the timing loop. And they are down and away.
All right, guys, you get ready to line. Heat 2 of 2. DJ, Jose, Lee, Angelo, Dustin, and the Stig.
Their timed racing has started. 4 minutes, 30 seconds ago in this race here. Just got underway, heat 1 of 2. Two-wheel drive Mod Pro, race 11 of 16. They are running consistently in 11.5. Sorry, excuse me. But the leader's running 11.593 Mod Pro. It's about a half a second faster than that 2500 Lipo Stock. That puts it in perspective how fast that last guy really was. You see him coming down this main stretch right here as they head off in that diagonal. Right there. They shoot across the end of the straightaway in a diagonal way where all the other corners and straights are kind of like hitting that straight on pretty much. Whoa. Hit the curb up here by me underneath the camera. This is where they're running right now. Tommy Lane, Owen Buckingham, Michael Herbert. Now Owen Buckingham up to second, Jason Casoli third, Michael Herbert fourth, William Crody fifth. Going to hear the same names in a couple different races. They do have a nice car count here today, around 50 cars, or 50 drivers. Drivers from all over the country racing here today in the Cup race. Right behind Owen with 3 minutes to go. Race 11 of 16, we got car upside down. Marshall had to run out there and fix them. Track will be open until 7:30 tonight, and at 7:30, everybody must get out. So you can clean up and get ready for tomorrow's third qualifier and final. All right, halfway through, 2:20 to go. 2:20, Tommy Lane. He's on top by only 7 tenths. That is only behind him. Tommy Lane in the lead, 11.268. 11.268. Owen Buckingham now 11.584. Jason Casoli 11.566. Michael Herbert 11.180. Well, that could be because Tommy Lane hit an 11.268. William Crody 11.852. Timed racing going on right now. Second round of qualifying. Got 3 rounds of qualifying in mains.
135. Hot lap belongs to Michael with 11.1. All right, Owen, 1-3 behind Tommy Lane with 1:20 to go.
Michael Herbert running an 11.180 in qualifying. Now, I don't know if they take how many laps they've raced or their best out of 3 or best lap. I'm not exactly sure.
1 minute, guys, 1 minute.
Two-wheel drive, Mod Pro, heat 1 of 2. Race number 11 of 16. Second round of qualifying.
Still on Tommy's tail.
Got the marshal running over to fix somebody into the wall. They're down and away.
All right, 2 of 5. Heat 2 of 2 up next.
Oh, somebody flipped upside down right in front of us again. As we take a look at the bottom end of the track here, they come off that long straightaway and go through this S on the bottom. Got the countdown on right now, less than 10 seconds to go.
All right, keep going, guys. Keep going till you hear me go, please. Everybody got a coffee by the time loop?
As the bell went off, we got Tommy Lane picking up the win, 11.268. Owen Buckingham, 11.584. Jason Casoli, 11.345. William Crody, 11.608. Michael Herbert was the fastest, but not the best on the track, 11.180. On the other side of that driver stand, that's where the pit area is. The pit area is packed. Look to the right. That's where all the new cars are up on the wall. If we go a little bit farther to the right, you can see me down here in the corner. Hey guys, how you doing today? I'll zoom in and show you my setup down here. Look like a DJ down here in the corner, getting ready to mix up some records. Got my mixing table here and my camera.
All right, guys, up next. Race number 12, and then after that, the 1 of 3 heat 3,500. You guys should be going up to pack.
Guys are up on the stand taking some hot laps right now.
Of the pack, please.
Timothy Anatozzi Jr., interesting. Like mini IMSA cars on the road course. Cool, yes. How long does it take to gain the experience to drive these cars? Put it this way, I'm 57 and I'll never have the experience to drive one of these cars. Not just experience, but you got to have the eyesight, and at my age, my eyes are not good. This kind of racing here, all I see is a blur going around the track. That's all I see. I can no longer see the cars. Sorry for the wild zoom in here, but we're going to get up close so you guys can see what these cars look like. That's what they look like up close. And they are small too. They're like little micro machines. They really are. See them going underneath the lining. Underneath the wire. And they are off. Second heat of two-wheel drive Mod Pro. This should be the fast guys, and it is showing that way. Lee Morey, 10.838. Pretty quick. Jose Martinez, 10.705, even quicker yet. EJ Quartermatch, 10.838. Sorry, 10.887 for EJ. Dustin, 10.796. Jose Martinez running at 10.705, fastest on the track.
All right.
6 drivers total in this race here. Looks like Angelo is out.
All right, let's see.
Their leaderboard to see where everybody's racing. EJ now in the lead. Lee Morey second. Jose Martinez third. Dustin Richards fourth. The Stig fifth. Looks like Angelo Morales back on the track again. 10.646. Jose Martinez running the fastest so far, 10.646. You can see what these two-wheel drive mod pros look like coming down the straightaway. Like I said, it's just a blur to me. My eyes can't follow it fast enough anymore. And this is a pretty big track. This is probably about 50, 60 feet inside here. So these guys got to watch these cars go through the chicane lap after lap and lap after lap. Let me tell you, the lanes are narrow and the racing is tight.
Race is really close, guys. Really close. One mistake brings you from second to fourth.
I'm going to see if I can zoom in on some of these guys for you while we watch these guys go through these S's.
Jose, lead 2.5 behind Jose.
May get too shaky for you. I'll try to keep it nice and smooth. Like, see how they go through that corner right here.
EJ 28.509. That's good enough for DQ reset. Jose Martinez 27.
Can't even follow them real fast with the camera, because if I do, you guys will be feeling ill, I'm thinking, but I don't know. You know, before I tried following them, you guys said, hey, leave the camera alone, you're making me ill. Just showing you some of the different corners on the track. Like right in front of the driver's stand. You think they would hit that corner the same every time. Normally they do, because it's right in front of them. There's a timing loop right in front of them also. Tricky parts for me would be this backstretch right here, carrying all that speed going down into that corner, and then they're going like diagonal. You can see them cut across diagonally to hit that corner just right. Now that would be the toughest corner for me, I think. Probably make up a lot of time if you hit that corner just right. These guys are whipping around this track.
46 seconds to go. Jose, 1 point. Now he's 7-10. Jose takes over the lead. He went the 10-5.
So what they look like right now on the racetrack. Jose Martinez in the lead. EJ, Lee Morey, Dustin, Stig, and Angelo.
30 seconds to go. Jose on TQ pace, guys. That's your wheel right there. EJ, that's 1 and 2 right there. EJ lets him by. Your leader, AFRS, yellow and pink, coming through in time with number 2 is behind them. Those are your leaders right there. 1 and 2 down the straight with 10 seconds to go.
Countdown's on, less than 5. There went the bell. And that's what it looks like. Jose Martinez picking up the win. EJ second, Lee Morey third, Dustin Richards fourth, the Stig fifth.
All right, Jose Martinez takes it and resets TQ 28.507. EJ 28.511 and Lee with a 27.501. Hop out the ropes to Jose with a 10.3.667 and last lap. grab the cars and put it on the impound table, please.
.366 seconds at the end of the race on lap 22. Jose turned a really quick lap there.
All right, where are my marshals for the last race?
See what's coming up next.
Yeah. You marshal? Okay.
So tomorrow, before I get started on the live, I'll probably be shooting the next episode of Chicks Dig RC Cars. So if you guys are enjoying that video podcast that I have going each week now. Now I did miss this week because I had to do the Yarbo unboxing, which is that remote controlled GPS controlled mower that I just put up on the channel. Yes, I do sell lawnmowers too, so not only do I race RC cars, but I sell lawnmowers, and I just put up a video last night from Yarbo. It's the robot mower. It's pretty awesome. I still got to run all the wires in the house yet for the Wi-Fi and enter everything into the app to make it work, but it looks like it's going to be a pretty cool deal that I'll have mowing my yard as we wait for the next race to line up here.
Race number 14, 2 of 3 heats, 3,500. You guys should be going to the back now, please. 3,500, heat 2. The State, Peterson, Anthony Calandro, Mike Soli, Carlos, Tyler, Nick, and Jim. You guys should be up the back. This is race 13. Sure. Randy and Ron, I need you guys to check in.
Race number 13 is 16 today. We got heat 1 of 3, 3,500 GT, Nick Castellano, Jay Kemp, Rob Barbera, Randy Barrett, Ron Riccio, Jose Marcano, Jose Martinez, John Swica.
Hold on a second. We got you guys one by one, guys. I want to make sure. Whose car is out of there? All right, stop.
All right, we got a bunch down there on the track.
Nick. Are you good, Jay? Jay Kemp. Jay, go through.
See if I can zoom in better for you guys.
Rob. Randy.
They're checking in right now.
Ron Riccio.
Try to get a little bit closer for you.
Jose Marciano. Jose Martinez. And Swiper. All right. Very good. Thank you, guys. All right, this is your. It's Nick, Jay, Rob, Randy, Ron Riccio, Jose Marciano, Jose Martinez, and John Swiper. All right, guys ready. Marshall's ready. Nick on the tone. Jay.
They're off.
Rob. Randy. Ron.
If you're just joining in, we're at Lane Hobbies,
Jose Martinez.
Pottstown, Pennsylvania, just south of the Coventry Mall in the Lowe's Home Center. We are right next to the Lowe's Home Center in the shopping plaza, just south of the Coventry Mall, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Come on out.
All right, guys, look at that guy coming down the straightaway. He is on TQ base, or was on TQ base. That's Jose Martinez. He is coming to the loop. That is your leader. He's on a 25.
There's a rundown of how they're running right now.
22,511.
8 cars in this race. We got Jose Martinez, Nick Castellano, John Swica, Jay Kemp, Jose Marciano, Randy Barrett, Ron Riccio, and Rob Barbero. 3,500 GT class.
You guys should be making it up to the tech table, please. Get those cars to the tech. All right. Your leader, guys, he's coming down the straight in that fluorescent pink and orange. Coming through a sweeper, coming in hot. Know who your leader is, guys. Know who your leader is. Cross the straight. He's sitting second overall right now.
Just joined in. We are Mini Z racing here today on the channel. We're live from Park Lane Hobbies, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. This is the second round of qualifying, and tomorrow we will have the third round of qualifying and the mains. I will likely start the live when the mains start tomorrow. That way we can follow some actual racing. Right now this is timed racing. These guys are racing the clock, not themselves. There's not a lot of action out there to watch besides what's going on the track, obviously. But tomorrow we're going to have some great battles on the track. We'll be able to follow some great racing with it. Currently we have Jose Martinez on the lead, followed by Nick Castellano, John Swieka, Jay Kemp, Ron Riccio, Rob Barbero, Jose Marciano, Randy Barrett. You know where Pottstown, Pennsylvania's at? Come on out. Join us today. We're having a good time out here at Park Lane Hobbies. Doesn't look like much is going on outside, but when you open up the door, the place is packed. We have about 50, 60 drivers to the right of us over there, and the pit area is slammed. Got guys from all over the country racing in this cup race. Got one car right in the corner right in front of me. He's down and away quick. Got another one right in front of me right into the corner.
All right, Swieka takes over that second spot from Nick Castellano. He's got a 5.8 second lead. Martinez, 24-second lead. Watch it, guys. 1 minute to go. Yep. All right.
You guys can see where they're racing right now. Less than a minute to go. We got Jose Martinez, John Swieka, Nick Castellano, Jay Kemp, Rob Barrero, top 5. Fast time in this class here is Jose Martinez, 11.112. He's on lap 22 right now. He had that fast lap on lap 3. Second place is running a 12.297 thirds racing. His fast time is at 12.008. Less than 10 seconds to go. Got one upside down right in front of us. Marshall's got to go get him. He gets him down and away. Another one upside down right in front of us. There went the bell. Jose's going to pick up the win. John second, Nick Castellano third, Jay Kemp fourth, Rob Barbero fifth, Jose Marciano sixth, and Randy Barrett seventh.
All right, guys, can you go guys to Marshall, please?
The next group coming up on the stand as the others are coming off. Heat number 2 of 3, 3500 GT. Race number 4 of 16. We got the Stig, Nate Peterson, Anthony Calandro, Mike Soli, Carlos Marciano, Tyler Quinn, Nick Zaley, Jim Keserich. Race 14 to 16.
Come on, let's go, guys. Get your cars in here. Come on, stay. Oh, sorry. Where's the Sting guy? He needs to check in. Check in, Sting. Let's go. Roll it up. You need to these guys practice time.
Yo.
The more time we take to finish these races, the less time we have to practice.
Guys have no clue, I swear.
All right, guys.
Gotta keep an eye on guys right in front of the camera all the time, making it difficult for me to even concentrate what's going on.
Final heat for 3,500. You guys should know what to tech. Let's go. All right, the order is the Stig, Nate, Anthony, Mike, Carlos, Tyler, Nick, and
They're lining up right now.
Ron, just make sure you guys can see. You guys are voting in, Nick and Mike Soley. You guys can see what's on here? All right, Nick, Taylor. We go with on here?
He number 2 or 3, 3,500 GT.
All right, Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. The Stig's going to turn, the rest of you wait. Here we go. Peterson, Anthony, Soley, Carlos, Quinn, Nick, and Jim. All right, guys, you're live. Watch the time of the guys. Watch the time. Car over.
Got Nate Peterson in the lead, followed by Mike Soley. Now, whoa, things are going to change all around. Nate Peterson leading, next Tyler Quinn, Jim Keserich, Stig. It changed up again. There'll be a lot of change right now as these guys are out there on the track trying to get the best lap time they can. Got one into the wall down there. See how they race on the racetrack right now.
Good job, guys. Good job. Be careful. You're right there in the day. What happened to Carlos? Carlos, you good? Okay.
Now they're still switching around. Mike Soley in the lead, followed by Jim Keserich, Nate Peterson, Anthony Calandro. It's hard to see who's leading the way because, you know, they're changing on the racetrack, and man, they're not necessarily racing each other. So one guy could be clear on the other side of the track taking the lead, while the guys on the other side may be into the wall. You never know. Tomorrow will be a different story, though. Tomorrow will be the mains, and they will be racing each other. We can actually follow a leader.
24,508, Soley, 24,510, Peterson, 23,501. That is your top three.
See how the race on the racetrack right now. Anthony Calandro, Mike Soley, Nate Peterson, Tyler Quinn, Stig, Jim, Nick, and Carlos.
Leader, white and gold car, he's coming through a timing group. Now it's Anthony Calandro. He is that orange and white striped car. That is your leader now, coming around the pole through the loop. Solely only 9 behind it.
Well, we got a car into the wall right down in front of us here. He is away. We've got another one right into the corner there, and the marshal's going to get him down the way. Actually, he's going to lose a lap.
Solely, 410. Now Solely takes over. So it's Anthony and Solely.
That was a bad deal by the marshal right there. He flipped outside the track and he stuck him on the other side of the track, so he never made it underneath the lap bar. He's going to lose a lap on that one.
All right, 1-2 coming through the roof. That's Soli and Anthony. Anthony's in front of him, but Mike is behind him. Mike makes a couple of boo-boos or two that puts him. Anthony's back up front.
This is how they run on the track. Anthony Calandro in the lead. Mike Soli, Nate Peterson, the Stig, Tyler Quinn, Jim, Nick, and Carlos. Minute 10 to go. Race number 14 to 16, 3500 GT, 2 of 3.
So it's a 4-point, just like that, guys. Mike Soli has a 4.4 second lead with a minute to go on Anthony.
Let's try to follow him around a little bit.
Still only 1 second behind Peterson. Soli, 5.4 second lead with 45 seconds to go. We have the hot lap, 11.605.
Try this tomorrow, maybe. See if we can follow him tomorrow for you guys. That way we can follow the racing action going on. Oh, into the corner. We see a car going. He's bouncing like a pinball around that track. That's what happens is rubber bumpers. You just keep bouncing. Sometimes it's tough to stop and it's tough to get back in that rhythm. And that's what this is all about memory and rhythm. There went the bell, and that's going to be the end of that race right there. And that's how it ended up. It's Mike Soli, Anthony Calandro, the Stig, Nate Peterson, Tyler Quinn, Jim Gesrich, Nick Zaley, Carlos Marciano.
Yes. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Jim Gesrich. All right. All guys are done. Mike Soli takes the win. Anthony second and Stig third. Everybody got a time to move, please. Everybody got a time to move.
So those guys will head off the stand. We got another new group of racers coming up. Next up will be race 15 of 16. It'll be heat 3 of 3 for the 3500 GT class. Only 2 more races to go today before the end of the day, and then we'll be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning, I believe, and we will be watching a little bit of qualifying and the mains tomorrow. Definitely be covering all the racing action tomorrow as they'll be going at it lap after lap. Barney 10, Mark, are you racing? No, I'm watching. I can't even see these cars. They are way too small for me, Barney 10. I can't see them anymore. I'm too old. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. As the next group is warming up out there, you can see the guys up on the stand as they're going around the track. You know, I used to shake a lot when I race, and you guys may know this too, but my shakes would get really bad. And I learned something, and you can really see it here. Look how these guys hold the controller. Every single one of them holds the controller up to their chest. Especially that guy right there, if you take a look. He's holding the controller right at his chest. They all do. They keep that controller tight to their chest because by doing that, it minimizes the shakes. If you hold that controller out, your hand gets a little weak, or maybe you get a little nervous, you start shaking, that will stop you from shaking because I started using that method myself after watching some of these really good guys or some of these guys that run these small cars that you know they're very nervous going around this track. Race 14 to 16, we have getting ready to go across the stripe very shortly here. Let's take a look at the cars and see what they look like.
Hold on a second, guys. Anybody check in, please? Everybody check in? Just turn around or give yourselves information lap.
Maybe not as they get lined back up again.
All right, guys, we have one more race before we finish second round. Then we'll take a 10-15 minute break and then we will open up the track for practice.
And we can see what we got right now.
All right, marshals, let's go get it placed.
Here we go as they're getting ready to go.
Who's over there?
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, here you are. How did I make Houston? That's right. All right, join us, EJ, Dustin, Brian, Hernandez, Dawson, Ethan, Sam, and William. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready, EJ, Matone. Oh. Dustin, Brian, Hernandez, Dawson, Ethan, Sam, William. All right, you guys are trying to beat EJ's 27, 5'10", set in the first round. Watch the loop. Watch the time loop, guys. Watch the time loop. Here. All right. Go. Get some. Ethan. Early on, a TQ pace. Ethan Miller.
Ethan Miller, really quick. Races on the national level. He's currently leading the way here in the 3500 GT class. Heat number 3 of 3, 10.933. These are the fast guys in this round right here in the 3500 GT class.
26.502. That pushes EJ down to third overall and Dustin Little. Top two guys, Ethan and Sam right now. Sam is that white and yellow car coming through the loop. That's number 2.
What it looks like as they're racing on the track. This is the 3500 GT class race, heat 3 of 3. Ethan Miller, Sam Collin, Dustin Richards, EJ, I'm going to try to pronounce that, Louis Hernandez, Dawson Minor, and Brian Swaney, William Crody.
All right, let's see what we got here. Sam Crow, 2.3 behind Ethan Miller. Dawson Richards, 1.3 behind Sam.
Ethan Miller still leading the way, 10.933. Sam Collin in second place, 11.135. Now Dustin in second place with 11.249. EJ with 11.196. 3500 GT.
Top 4 guys, 10 support guys. Ethan Miller, 3 seconds on Dustin Richards.
Ethan Miller running a 27 lap pace right now. Your top 3 are all on a 27 lap pace.
Ethan Miller still on a 27.502. That's good enough for TQ.
That's what they look like on the track right now. As we're going to take a look at Ethan in just a second here. We got a lot of crashing going on over there in the corner. Can't always get to all the action like I want to. Let's see what your leader looks like up there on the stand. As I had mentioned about keeping your arms close to your chest, helps reduce the stress. I mean, the shakiness. Look, there you go, your top guys. They got their arms planted right up against their chest, and that does help with the shaking, especially the guy all the way there on the left-hand side. He's got that controller up by his chin. His wrists are on his chest. That way you can have a little shaking at the end of your hand there, but your whole arm isn't shaking out of control. It's a way to control that I found. Ethan Miller, purple shirt right in the middle. See his head following that car. One of the best around here in that 3500 GT class.
All right, We're coming up to 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Sand.
This is what the rundown looks like right now. Ethan Miller out in the lead. Dustin, EJ, San, Fluid, Hernandez, Dawson Minner, Brian Swaney, and William Crody.
The closest race is between San and EJ for that third position. They keep going back and forth. San only 1 minute. Now
San and EJ battling it out. Oh, we got a tangle up down there in the corner as they are coming through the S's right now, right in front of the driver stand underneath the line as they go down the backstretch. You know, every time I see these small cars get closer and closer together, you know there's going to be a wreck. It's just inevitable.
In the pits, the rest are going to park by the time move.
Tomorrow we're going to see a lot of wrecking going on because, like I said, when these guys start running really close, it's really hard to control that car because you're not sure what the guy's going to do next to you. Oh, race in as one goes upside down. Race is already in, though. It's not going to really matter. That's what it looks like. Ethan Miller. Ethan Miller's going to pick up the win. Dustin in second, San third, EJ fourth, Dawson fifth, Williams sixth, Lewitt Hernandez in seventh, and Brian Swaney eighth. Up next, race number 16 is 16 in the second round of qualifying, and that will be the end of today after the next race. Tomorrow is Sunday. We'll be back around 11 o'clock for qualifying. It may be later. We may wait till about lunchtime, but I may start at the beginning of the mains because we've got a lot of mains to go through, so maybe we'll just start at the mains and show all mains tomorrow. That way you guys can see good racing. Today they're racing the clock. Tomorrow they're racing each other, so there's going to be really good racing to watch tomorrow. Covered this event last year, went really well. This year we really have a good setup here for Enzo and we can help him out, so I'm really happy to do it. Race number 16 of 16, and you guys can see these cars flying. All-wheel drive mod. That's going to be a four-wheel drive driven car. That's going to help them get around here, and they are flying. It's modified class. Oh, I just watched one flip outside the track and over into the pit area. Another one flipping up over on the side. Marshall's checking out his phone. More than likely, our marshal there looking on his phone. He's probably checking his lap time from the last race, seeing where he's at.
Just make sure the guys on the end can see where you're standing. All right, thank you. Hold on a second. Guys, check in, flight check in. I just need race, please, like check in without crashing. Everyone. Sam. After the race is done,
got our drivers up on the stand. Looks like they're ready to go as we're getting ready to start the last race, all-wheel drive mod. Qualifying for the Mini Z Cup race here. Park Lane Hobbies, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. In the Lowe's Shopping Center just south of the Coventry Mall. Come on out. Well, this is the last race today, but come on out tomorrow. Racing will start early around 11 o'clock. We'll go most of the day. We'll be here covering all the action for you guys tomorrow.
all right, you didn't get Grant the cue for that, you know. All right, the order is Grant, me,
Here we go, as we got the start right here. All-wheel drive mod.
Let me get over again. Grant, Lee, Jason Kasuri, the Stig, Shin, and Tommy Lane. All right, Grant's going to go on the cone, the rest of it wait for me. Lee, Kasuri, Stig, Shin, and Tommy Lane. All right, you guys are trying to up. Grant, teach you the first round, 28-5-10. That's what you guys are going to do it better. This is the last race of the second round. We'll take a 10 to 15 minute break. We'll do some track maintenance and then we'll open up the track for practice. Guys, the track will be open at 7:30, so 7:30, we want everybody packed up and out. So we need to do a little cleanup.
All-wheel drive mod class, race 16 of 16, last race of the day. Second round of qualifying.
All right, give me another 10 seconds and we'll give you guys some updates.
You can see these guys flying down that backstretch. We'll see if we can get the other camera to show you what they look like going through the bottom S's.
On 820, 7, 508, Lee Murray, 26, 511, Tommy Lane, 25, 504. That is your top three. Now, Lee only 1.9 behind Grant, Tommy 1.6 behind Lee. Hot lap belongs to Lee Murray with a 10.805.
It's real impressive how they come off that long straightaway right there, shoot across in a diagonal fashion, then head through the S's and then back up again. Very technical track, I would think. Got a lot of tight corners, tight straightaways, and it being a pretty big track, 50, 60-foot track, I would think. And for me, it'd just be too hard to see as we got a car right down in front of us here hitting the inside of the curb. You know, these little rails that you see, they're made of rubber, so when you hit them, you kind of stick there like an eraser. It's kind of like a pinball machine, so you'll sit in there and bounce around a little bit until the car gets straightened back out. Definitely messes up your momentum big time. Watch them go through the bottom chicane coming off that long straightaway. That's what they look like right now. You see the speed they carry through the S's right in front of them.
All right, halfway through, guys. 2:30 to go. 2:30. Lee's still holding on to that hot lap. 10.805.
2 minutes, 20 seconds ago, and this is what they look like. Grant Boyd in the lead, Lee Morey, Tommy Lane, Jason Casoli, the Stig, Shin Kakabera.
Lee, 26.502. Tommy, 25.502.
And Ethan's going to go running down the track as they had one. Oh, he even lifted up the rubber right there at the bottom of the track. Spiked that pretty hard. As our marshal right there is going to be taking a look at it. We'll see. We can see him working on it. Well, kind of will be. Hopefully he doesn't take out our camera down here, and he doesn't. That's good.
All right, he is now on a 27.511. Grant building up that lead. He's got a 6-second lead on
Minute 20 to go in the last race here, qualifying.
lead on Tommy.
Heard some yelling going on as cars playing pinball in the inside of those S's. Less than a minute to go. This is what it looks like. We got Grant Boyd, Lee, Tommy, Jason, the Stig, and Shin Kakabera.
Traction is coming up. Guys, that's number 2 coming up on the green car. Number 2, watch it. Thank you. Jason Carroll, number 2 is coming up on you, Jason.
See if we can follow some of these guys around here for the last 30 seconds. All-wheel drive mod class.
Here we go. Lee went to 10.797, then Grant 10.726.
10.726.
Lee has a 17-second on Tommy with 10 seconds to go, guys. 10 seconds.
Countdown's on. Race in, race in. That's what it's going to look like. Grant Boyd taking the win. Lee Morey, Tommy Lane, Jason Casoli, the Stig, and Shin Sakakabara.
Lee Morey, 27.511. Tommy Lane, 25.507. Hop back rounds to Grant with 10.726. All right, guys, we're going to close the track for about 15 seconds. We're going to do some track maintenance, then we will open it up to practice. We will let you know. 15 minutes. Seconds, 15 minutes. Yes, I need everybody, all the, see, where's Joe? Yes.
That looks like that's going to wrap up racing for today. 2 rounds of qualifying today. We get the 3rd round tomorrow. I will be starting the live probably right at the end of the 3rd round tomorrow. We're going to be going right into racing. So if you guys want to see heads-up racing right off the starting line, you'll be able to see that tomorrow. It's going to be great racing here at the Mini Z Cup race at Park Lane Hobbies in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, just south of the Coventry Mall off Route 100 at the Lowe's Shopping Center. Come on in. Don't look like much outside the door, but inside it's a packed house. So come on out. You'll be able to see the other cars, check out some great racing. We'll be here all day. I'm Mark with the Oval RC. You guys have any questions? Let's check it out. For you guys that are hanging around still here on the live, is there any questions that you had that I can answer for you? Like different, I don't know if I can answer different types of cars, but tomorrow I will be shooting an episode here of the, it'll be, I guess, the 4th episode of Chicks Dig RC Cars. So we'll be doing that tomorrow before we start the live. Maybe we can get some guys cranked up in here right before they get racing tomorrow. You can see the track is empty right now as all qualifying is in for the day. So you won't be at Pheasantland tomorrow. No, I won't be. I will be here tomorrow covering all the action. I'll be right here at Park Lane Hobbies tomorrow covering all the action for Enzo, as promised. Covering this big race here in the Mini Z Cup race. It's a big race every year he has me come out to. He asked me last year around this time. He goes, hey, you be here next year? Yeah, I'll be here next year. So he made it a 3-day event this year. Practice on Friday night, qualifying on Saturday, and then mains tomorrow. So I will be back tomorrow starting around 11, 12 o'clock. I'll be starting mostly all mains, so we'll be watching good racing from the start of the video till the end. And I hope you guys all join in tomorrow. I hope you have good luck tomorrow if you're racing. I hope you have good luck tonight if you're racing. I'm going to try to get out of here. Maybe even go catch a race at the big car track tonight if they're racing. I don't know if that's going to happen or not because I have to run all the way on the back. But hey, anyway, was hoping to race you in the Mud Boss. You were not. You don't want me racing you, Barney. And I was hoping to do a wrestling match with you, Barney. We'll be there, Mark. Sounds good. All right, guys. Again, I'm Mark with the Oval RC. Thank you for watching today. We'll be back tomorrow around 11, 12 o'clock, and we will see you tomorrow. Good luck. We'll see you.
Track is closed, guys.